Hey, bad can be good when it comes to the economy because it creates disruption. And disruption and change create opportunity, and that's what can grow your practice. You can secure more clients, you can bring in new prospects, you can get more assets during a disruptive time than you can a time of easy sailing. Let's dig in.
This is The Rare Advisor, proud to be a part of the Advisor Advancement Network and home of a business model supercharged by recurring and repeatable events. Your host is Mike Walters, CEO of USA Financial. He is an investment advisor representative of and securities are offered through USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Hey, so let's just stop and think about this for a moment. When is the best time to generate new clientele? When the market is screaming and going straight north, or when the market is plummeting, looks like a ski hill, or is simply full of volatility and moguls? Obviously, the answer is the latter. We know that disruption creates questions in a client's mind. Now, I've spoken many times before here on Rare about the fact that the average advisor is not meeting client expectations. There's study after study after study. One of the most alarming stats was the fact that the vast majority of investors, of clients, although they are with a current financial advisor, they say that if they were to receive a windfall of money, they would seek out a new advisor. So what is that telling us? Well, it's telling us that they don't believe their current advisor has the capacity and the wherewithal to take care of a significant amount of wealth. And yet our goal is to create a significant amount of wealth for our clients. So when we see that times are bad and that wealth is in jeopardy, that's when the average investor starts to get nervous. They're scratching their head, they're pulling their hair out, and they're wondering why they're not hearing from their financial advisor. Because most advisors, we also know this, they're afraid to doctor when the folks are sick. They want to talk to the healthy people. Wrong answer. That's when you earn your keep. That's when an advisor shines, when times are tough. Because people need to be talked off the ledge. People need to have a proper plan. People need risk management. You can't fly by the seat of your pants and expect to be successful financially. That's what your role is in this world. So here we are today, and the economy isn't doing so hot. And more importantly than what the economy is doing, what do people think about what the economy is doing? Or what do people think about where the economy is going? So this is from the Wall Street Journal. This is a poll here in January, I believe. Maybe it was in December. Americans expect worsening U.S. economy in 2023. And what they're showing here is they're asking two main questions on these graphics. How would you rate the strength of the U.S. economy? And at the end of 2022, over 65 to 75% of people believe that the strength is not so good or poor. So let's call it 3/4 of the people believe that the economy is poor. Then we ask the next question. Do you think the U.S. economy will get better, get worse, or stay about the same over the next year? See that top bar? That's the get worse bar. That's the number of people who believe it's going to get worse. These people think it's going to get better. These people think it's going to stay the same. And these people don't know one side from the other. But look at that. The vast, vast, vast majority think it's going to get worse. So now is the time for you to be taking advantage of getting in front of new clientele and generating new prospects. If you've been kind of sitting back and coasting on your assets under management throughout the pandemic, I would encourage you, I would threaten you to say someone's going to eat your lunch if you don't get moving again. Because you have to constantly keep in front of people, existing clients and new clients. Content is content. So you need to make sure that you're out in front of people, that you're getting introduced, that you're running events, that you're using different mechanisms in your practice to stay in front of clientele so that they're not scratching their head wondering about you as their advisor. And all of the others who are out there scratching their head with their advisor, they're now finding you and seeking you out. So the opportunities are pretty immense right now. We haven't probably seen this sort of situation since the financial crisis. And as you likely know, good advisors became great advisors during the financial crisis. Their practices mushroom clouded as they exploded in growth. And questionable advisors got run into the ground during the financial crisis. The same is happening today.
This information is for licensed financial professionals only and is not intended for use in soliciting sales from the public. The views expressed represent the opinions of the presenter or their featured guest, not necessarily those of USA Financial or its affiliated subsidiaries. Industry references are generic and not intended to represent actions or beliefs of any individual or entity. Content is only presented to illustrate general principles, beliefs, or ideas and should not be construed as legal or regulatory advice. Trademark and copyright protected. USA Financial and Affiliates.